People always ask me, what happens when you die, Arcase? I'm about to explain it the most advanced, simplest way as possible. The first thing you gotta understand that every living thing on this planet has a consciousness. Once the body is removed, your consciousness is still alive. Consciousness is your energy. If y'all wanna know deeper about what I'm talking about as far as consciousness, go study the flower of life. But when you first pass away, majority of people is going to go into something called the spirit world. Some people call it purgatory. Some people call it afterlife. Pretty much y'all will go into a non-physical version of this world. Y'all seen this realm in many movies. Stranger Things is the first thing that came to my mind. So Stranger Things, the upside down world, something like that. When you pass away, you will still be conscious of who you were before you passed away. That's why throughout our history, we created something called funerals. If you have people that love you, you will have a funeral when you pass away. You will be able to go to your funeral when you pass away to see everybody that loved you, all of your family members, so they could say their final goodbyes to you. People you ain't talked to in years, they will come. Funerals was created to keep spirits from being lost and feeling like they can't cross over because they have unfinished business on earth. Once you enter into the spirit world, you can visit anybody in your family. You can visit your wife, your kids. But a lot of spirits who passed away that were fathers, they tend to stay around and watch their kid grow up. That's where you get quote unquote spirit guides or ancestors. But some spirits don't want to let go, so they stay around for long periods of time. They don't realize that they have to let go to grow. That's why y'all will see apparitions in y'all house. That be your family members trying to communicate. They be trying so hard to come back to the physical realm. They become more depressed because they don't want to let y'all go. But that's why it's important to know somebody spiritual or somebody that could talk to spirits so they can help your family member transcend and move on to his next level of existence or her. But as far as your ancestors, this is why you will create an altar. You don't have to create an altar, but if you want to get more connected with the people who passed away in the spirit realm, this is how you would do that. In order to call them or find you, you will have to create an altar so they can feel welcomed. You will have to feed them so they can get more energy in order to help you, talk to you, do more things for you. Because in that world, it takes a lot of energy for them to communicate with you. Even in the physical world, it takes a lot of energy for you to communicate with them. You're trying to talk to a whole nother realm. They don't have a physical body, so it's hard for them to talk. So they got to talk to you through feelings, through you. And there's plenty of different ways people come up with in order to communicate. Channeling would be like the number one way spirits can communicate with you. But the channeler would have to allow your ancestors to come through them. But as far as the heaven and hell theory, no, you won't go straight to heaven or straight to hell when you pass away. Unless you was just a terrible ass person. Unless you did things that messed up the balance of the universe, you won't go to no eternal damnation. If you just a regular person, you create your own heaven and you create your own hell. Same thing that we're doing in the physical. God gave us free will to create our own destiny because there's many different dimensions and you can see these dimensions when you dreaming or astral projecting. You choose where you go, but in order to go to a better place, you have to move on. So I'm telling you right now, while you're still alive, you have to understand that you still will be conscious when you pass away. You will have to understand that you will have to let your family members go. You will have to let your kids go if you got any. You will have to let these people go so you can get to the next existence of what you're supposed to be doing for the universe. I'm not saying you can't stay with them for years to watch them, make sure they're safe and stuff like that. But unless you want to be here for eternity, it's time to move on, fam. That's why so many lost spirits on earth. Spirits who's wishing and praying like, please give me back another body. To the point to where they'll try to jump in other people's body. They'll try to jump in your dreams. That's how you get sleep paralysis, sleepwalking. These spirits is trying bad to get back to the physical realm. That's why I say you have to be spiritually protected. Not from demons, from actual spirits who's hungry to get back and feel and taste food again. These spirits are hungry to feel again, to talk again, to walk again. They're hungry, so they're going to try everything they can to come through people. And whether they got to steal your body to do it. But what I'll say is while you're alive, prepare for death. Everybody is only on earth for a limited amount of time. The Egyptians knew this, and a lot of ancient civilizations already knew this. Your purpose is to come to earth, figure out why you here, figure out your gifts, and help the world, change the world, make the world a better place. The reason you're here is because your energy is needed on this earth at this time. So that's why it's important to figure out your purpose, because nobody on this earth can do what you do. That's the whole reason that you're here in the first place. Everybody has their own soul. But everybody's soul can't do the same thing. So you saw this earth when you was in the spirit realm, or God might have sent you on a task to do something on this planet. And by you following everybody else and what everybody else doing, you're not living in your purpose. But that's why great people had tombs. because they understand spiritually they can go back to their tomb while they're in the spirit realm to see who they were while they were on here, so they can show that they were loved, and so that it would be easy for them to pass on, so their energy can go do whatever else they need to do throughout the universe. Earth is not the only place God created. So it's time for you to do your work and time for you to do God's work, man. Love y'all, boy. Peace. And let me know if y'all got any more questions down in the comments. I might do a part 2 to this video. Y'all, boy, let me know if y'all want me to do a part 2 down in the comments too as well. But like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Love y'all, boy. Appreciate y'all. Peace.